seeing it and you can get on. So this is kind of, we can say it's a test, if you will, to see how things are going to turn out on today. So we're real excited. Let me know if it's coming in. Again, this is all new to me. So understand that it may be a little crazy at first, but we're going to keep going at it. So good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning, Hester. Good morning, Stephanie Burbridge Hogg. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning. I'm looking around at different cameras, so just deal with me, please. Good morning, Cherie. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Yvonne. I want to know what you all are thinking. I want to know what you are seeing. I want to know if you're excited about it. And see, I can do things like this too, y'all. Y'all can see Deborah Johnson just said it's amazing. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. So y'all got to give me a moment to be able to look around and see what's going on. But I am so excited. I am so excited that I've learned this system and we are live. We are absolutely live. So good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Good morning, Davia. Davia. I'm going to get that. I've been saying it the other way so long, it's going to take me a moment. So please forgive me. Good morning, Brenda Randleman. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Laverne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Also, everyone is tuning in. You're now seeing me live on YouTube as well. So y'all, today is just, give me a moment to get used to it. But I'm so excited about it. You can see the logo in the corner. I can pop up different things like what Pastor Alex just said. It's looking good, so I can put that on the screen. So I'm having fun with it. But it's going to take me a moment to get it all together. So I must be honest and tell you, I was a little bit nervous this morning. So good morning, Mary Jenkins. Good morning, Lori Williams Wallace. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I am so excited. This is a new day. We had a great Good Friday, Easter weekend. Even with all the craziness that was going on, we had all of that. So now that there's about 30 of you in here, I have something else I want to show you all, just as we're getting it together. So everybody just take in this for a moment. So I'm back. So let's get to this morning news. Again, y'all, it's going to take a few moments to get things going, to see how things are happening. I have the team working with me. I'm looking at different views. So y'all going to just have to be patient with me. I have to be honest, after a test last evening, I was about to kill it. Y'all know me by now. I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. And everyone was saying, no, go with it. Kenny Stanley and Kelly Stanley were a part of the test last night, as well as Latrice Jones and Kenya Noel. And I want to thank the four of them of getting on here at 9:15 p.m. along with the team to see how things were moving. So thank you so much for giving me 30 minutes of your time last night. So again, y'all, it may take a few moments, but just work with me. Just work with me. So let me get to today's news, everybody. Let me get to the day's news. 9+ minutes. Yesterday was day 6 of the trial. The Minneapolis police chief who called George Floyd's death a murder soon after it happened testified on yesterday. And he said that the officer, the fired officer, had clearly violated department policies. So that's happening. Y'all, if anyone knows Joe, if anyone knows, let me say it this way, Joe knows. I'm talking about President Joe Biden. He's not playing. He knows what to do. There's something that comes with having the opportunity to be in service for a long time, to see what's going on. And Joe is out there saying, you know what, I'm going to bypass the Senate. I'm going to just go out here and talk to the American people. And as he's talking to the American people, what's coming forward is that, the American people are saying, I like what Joe has to say. So he's bypassing all the craziness and he's going straight to the people. That's how you play politics, y'all. That's how you play politics. So I'm so excited about what's happening in the Senate. Just so excited. And I'm pulling out some of y'all's chat so that people can see what's being said. Y'all, I'm so excited. Y'all don't have to give me a moment because let me tell y'all why I'm excited. Let me get back to Joe in a moment. I'm excited because I said, okay, I can do this. And I said, I'm not going to let fear or the worry that if something fails, I wasn't going to let any of that deter me. And once I made that up in my mind that I was going to go forward with it the way I'm doing it, I said, okay, and if I fail, I fail. And so I just had to get okay. And I think so many of us, we have to get to the place where we're just okay. We have to say, well, you know what? I'm trying something. And if it doesn't work, then I'll go back to plan B or C or D or Z or Y or whatever until I get it to work. And if it's not supposed to be, then it won't be. So that's why I'm excited. So if y'all see me being giddy, it's just like, wow. I don't know about you, but when you finally do something, it's like, yes, we can do this. This can happen. So, and where can we go from here after it happens? So I'm a little bit like Joe Biden, if I can say it that way. Joe is like, look here, America, this is what I'm trying to do. Here are the many jobs that I'm trying to get forward to so many of you. And he's saying, so in order to do this, I'm going to go out and talk to the people. Some people say, well, Joe's talking a little slow. Well, no, Joe's a stutterer. So Joe knows what he needs to do to communicate what he's trying to communicate. And speaking of Joe Biden, they better leave Dr. Jill Biden alone because them pantyhose was straight fire. But it was so much of the news yesterday. I was like, why is this news? And a friend of mine, Victoria Murray, said that means it's just a slow news day. It's a slow news day. And y'all, if y'all forgive me, I'm trying to see y'all's chats as I'm talking as well. And I have chats here, I have chats down here, I have chats up there on the big screen, and I have chats over there on the big screen. So I'm trying to follow all the different chats because I'm now not only chatting with you, but I'm also chatting with people in YouTube. So it's gonna take me a little while to balance all of this and see what's happening. So with that, I see Dana's on here today too. So with that, y'all remember I was talking about the Senate parliamentarian. Y'all remember that we did a teaching on this, the Senate parliamentarian. Now they allow the Senate Democrats to use budget reconciliation. Yep. Twice more this fiscal year. So the Senate parliamentarian has ruled that the Democrats will likely have an extra chance to pass a spending bill with a simple majority that will work around this needing of the 60 votes. Hello, somebody. So y'all, that's happening too. Y'all, this is how we do it. Y'all see what happened with the Major League Baseball? They were like, no, we can do a reverse on this, on what we think with the voting law that was passed in Georgia. So they moved. And I see the team is telling me there's some new people have come in a moment. So they wanted me to replay this. And I want y'all to see this. This was the intro, and we're going to replay it just for a moment for those of you who stepped in. And we're not going to replay it again until tomorrow morning. So for those of you who are just coming in, we want to take you back just to see the intro real quick. So hold on a moment. So that's how we do this here now. Yeah, that's how we do this here. And just so that everyone knows, we're trying to get music from a song. We won't tell you yet. And we're working right now with the manager and with the recording artist to see how we can make it work. We've had 3 yeses and we need 2 more yeses. So if y'all would just pray with us for that, that music in the beginning will change. All right, y'all. So y'all, they moved. And that has a lot to do with the fact, I'm talking about the Major League Baseball. That has a lot to do with the fact that they listen to us. All right. This is what I want to do. I want to pause because I want to hear from you. So this is where we're going to talk. And there may be a slight delay, but that's okay. So I want to know from you, what are you seeing? What do you like about this? We want to hear from you, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the news. So what are you seeing? What do you like about this new look? Tell me. It's going to be a little bit of delay, but I want to hear, what do you like? What do you like? Or what do you dislike about it? Not that we're going to change it, but this is a family. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. So tell me, what do you like about it? Demia saying, I love the intro. Thank you, Demia. Thank you. Antoinette is saying, I know someone who writes music, so we'll be calling you. Someone says, if you need a voiceover, I'm available. That's Kelly. I love y'all. I love the family here. Kenya saying, I love the intro. Oh, Pastor Antoinette saying I can get my own score. All right. Hello, somebody. Deborah saying it is crystal clear and vibrant. Lori saying it's very eye-catching. Okay. More professional quality. Thank you, Demia. My brother's on Good Morning, Lois Pryor the third. Intro colors are vibrant and trends. I love the logo at the top. Okay. I love this. Love it. Love the graphics. Trendy. I sound far away. Okay, so that could be the microphone. Okay, so we'll check on that, team. Write that down, that I sound far away. The picture is more clear. Okay, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the colors are crisp. Okay, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. Were you the voice on Sunday? No, I was right here on Sunday. Someone says, I love it. Someone saying that my boyfriend can create some fly music. Okay, love the intro. Okay. So we're just going to keep on going with it. The colors are crisp, polished, professional, cool, fresh. Yes! I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. I would move the logo bottom right. Now, we tried to move it. And for whatever reason, it's like the platform we're on is only allowing us to put it there. But we'll look more into it with the logo, because if you ask me, I don't like it up there either. And we've tried to move, we even tried to enlarge it. And it's almost as if this platform has us kind of like pigeonholed right here. So we're gonna look into that, because I agree with you, Demi. It needs to move. Hi, Brian Costin. All right, y'all. Okay. I'm loving this. I thank y'all that y'all are even interacting with me this morning, knowing that I'm dealing with all of this. All right, so let me keep going, y'all. Putin. Let's talk about Putin for a moment. He signed into law yesterday a change in the country's constitution that will allow him to stay in power till 2036. That's happening. Harvey Weinstein is currently serving his 23-year prison sentence. Well, y'all, he filed an appeal to overturn his 2020 rape conviction. Yeah, that's happening. Y'all, more than 38,000 fans attended the Ranger game yesterday, full capacity. Yeah, that's happening. Yep. Y'all, the Texas governor's mad because the Major League Baseball moved the All-Star game out of Atlanta. So he considered himself protesting. So he didn't throw out the first pitch. We don't care. We really don't care. And if y'all followed the previous occupant, he now wants to boycott us who's boycotting companies. Whatever. Sit down somewhere, dude. Sit down. You're irrelevant now. Just take a seat. Take 1,000 seats. You're absolutely irrelevant. So yeah, that's just what's happening. That's just what's happening. All right, y'all. An estimated 4.1 million Americans received vaccination doses on Sunday. Yeah, that's happening. A record high. The country now is averaging 3 million doses per day, and more than 40% of adults have received at least one shot. Yes, somebody. Hello, somebody. Y'all, the average death falls. I'm scared to tell y'all this because I don't want y'all to get to feeling like, oh, no, we don't want to do anything. We don't want to change anything. I'm going to go back and just be buck wild. Sit down somewhere. So I'm going to tell y'all this number anyway. Y'all, the average death falls below 800 per day for the first time since October. That's great news. That's great news. But that means we have to keep doing what we said we're going to do. We have to keep washing our hands. We have to keep social distancing. And hear me, y'all, keep your mask on. Keep your mask on. Please keep your mask on. All right, y'all. So for today, we have the coronavirus numbers. And there are 31,496,976 confirmed cases. Again, 31,496,976 confirmed cases. Deaths, 569,282 deaths. Recovered, 24,058,562. Again, recovered, 24,058,562. And I'll give the death number again for those who have died here in the U.S. with the coronavirus. And y'all, this number is staggering, 569,282 deaths. But y'all, we want to pray for those people who have lost people. And we also want to celebrate those who are recovering. Now, y'all, get your pencils ready. Get your pencils ready. And if somebody can grab that and type that in, y'all, somebody can win. They giving up $500,000. Now, listen to this. I'm going to read this so that you get the information, but you can also go to the website to get all this as well. And the information is the Biden administration just announced a $500,000 contest. Say what? That's happening, y'all. That is happening. They just announced a $500,000 contest in which inventors are asked to contribute their own designs for effective everyday masks. Nikki Burton, if you want to hear, girl, Lori William Wallace, Diane Ladybug, and I'm sure there's others of you on here that are making things. You should apply. Even if you think you're not going to win, still apply. But I believe one of y'all on News in Motion will win this. So y'all listen. The Mass Innovation Challenge was created in partnership with the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. According to The Verge, the design phase is split into two tracks, one that considers redesigns of existing masks and another that focuses on new technology and material. Y'all, you have until 5 p.m. on April the 21st to submit your mask. You have until 5 p.m. on April the 21st to submit. There's the post. There's the you see on the screen. Isn't that wonderful? You see on the screen the website. Y'all submit this. It is so important that you submit this. I think it's something that we should all consider doing and submitting that. It's important that we do that. All right, y'all. Here's a direct quote. From the AP, and I want to read this. Hong Kong, and the AP is Associated Press. Sophia is a robot of many talents. She speaks, jokes, sings, and even makes art. In March, she caused a stir, and I'm reading a direct quote from the AP. She caused a stir in the art world when a digital work she created. Now get this, y'all. A digital work she created as part of a collaboration sold in the auction for how much? For $688,000, 888. Hello, somebody. So y'all, a robot did this. Can y'all hear me? A robot did this. And I think that's just really crazy. But a robot did that. So All right, y'all. I told everyone that today we were going to start highlighting men for the month of April. We were going to highlight men for the month of April. And for this month, starting off today, boom, that's who gets the win today. Yep, Dr. Kevin Deadly gets the win. Why? Because the lighting and everything that's in this space right now, he did it, helping me orchestrate all of this because the equipment arrived to my home, to my office. He helped me put it together. He gets the win today. He gets the win. If you all don't know him, he's an amazing man. He is an amazing man. I love him dearly. He is my husband, and I can give him the win if I want to. Yes, I can. Um, he's a pastor, preacher, teacher. He goes around and he does teachings for so many people. And I love him. I love him because he speaks truth. He encourages when I'm down. He's always lifting people up. He's always available for different people when needed. He's a great teacher, and I finally got him to get on camera. Can y'all believe it? He's currently teaching for the month of April on Saturday mornings for 1 hour from 9:30 to 10:30. It's called Grace Notes. Yes, that's now trademark. It's called Grace Notes. Y'all let him use my millennial team for a moment. It's called Grace Notes. And it's not too late. If y'all want to pop in, just let me know. I'll send y'all the links so you could pop in. But he has this thing called Grace Notes. And I'm so excited for what he's doing. Yeah, I just love him. He gets the win. He's an African American man. He is strong. He is caring. He is loving. He lifts up people. I have never seen, and there's many great pastors out there. There are many great pastors out there, but I've never seen someone continue to uplift others. He mentors so many young ministers, leaders, and pastors, male leaders and pastors. He encourages females. If you have a calling on your life to go and proclaim the gospel of Jesus, he encouraged females, go for it. He builds people up. He's a professor. He's a professor at a seminary. He helps out people. He's trying to find money for people, especially Black and brown people, if they want to go to school. He's always saying, hey, drop my name. He's like, and that's not to be a boastful thing or anything like that, but he's always saying, like, feel free to give my name. Let people know that I sent you. Here, let me give you some money. His heart is serious. I can go on and on and on about him. And I've said this to people before, if I was not his wife, I could still say the same things about him. I could still say the same things about him. Just to give you again, thank y'all for dealing with us yesterday as we had the little situation that we had going on. But on Saturday, I was washing dishes Saturday late afternoon. And I was like, man, this water isn't hot. And my family always laughs at me because I like my water scorching hot, just absolutely scorching hot. And I was like, the water's not hot. What's going on with the water? And so no big deal, whatever. And so then Sunday morning, I'm getting in the shower and I'm like, gosh, this water is just kind of like lukewarm, but whatever, I'm gonna just jump in. I'm glad I jumped in when I did, because after being in there about 2 minutes, it turned ice cold and I was screaming in the shower. So we checked things out. A friend of his, when you're for the win and you're the man and have the integrity and you're speaking life to people all day, every day, and you're not changing, he reached out to somebody, just text saying, hey, I know it's Easter, call me tomorrow, but I think I have an issue. That person said, I'll be right over on Easter. They came over, they said, okay, we're going to have to shut off the water line because we got to drain the tank. Yep, the hot water tank is bad. He goes, and I'll be back at 7 a.m. to fix it. I said, what time? But the whole thing, just that's relationship. And I want to say this to those of you, and most of us on here are pretty much around the same age. But let me tell you something. I am so glad I listened to my grandmother, my mother, and my father, and my grandfather. My grandmother used to always say, you have a stash, Just make sure you always have a stash. You never know when you need a stash. Every time you get, and this is how she would say it, every time you get a piece of change, make sure you take a piece of that change and put it away, because you never know when you're going to need it. Y'all, listen, owning a home and a hot water tank, y'all, that ain't cheap. Mm-mm. I'm so glad I listened to my grandmother that says, keep it away. Just keep a rainy day fund. You better keep it away. You better put it aside. You better put it aside. Rainy day fund. So y'all, that's what happened. So that's why we weren't here yesterday. Thank you. Because, and trust me, they were banging, they were knocking. I was like, what is happening? But we now have hot water. Praise Jesus. Because that cold water, it may be invigorating, but you just have to do what you have to do. You're welcome, Demia. You are welcome. We had so much fun. And by the way, who did he shout out? News in Motion. When I was like, Aaron just shouted us out. I went straight in. Then my son and my daughter's like, hey, that was Mr. Mia. You know, she had him have us give a shout out. So I'm really excited about that. Here's some more good news. iHeartRadio. Y'all know iHeartRadio? We are now on iHeartRadio. Y'all, we are doing things. And for anyone who may be out there who's discouraged, let me say this to you. Never despise small beginnings. Never despise small beginnings. Because if you stay the course, things will grow. And that's actually my inspirational message today. Never despise small beginnings. Never. And I don't know who coined that phrase. I know it's a quote from someone, so forgive me if I'm not giving that quote to the right person. But hear me, never despise small beginnings. Never despise them. When News in Motion started, and I'm sharing this now, is after Easter, we had time of reflection. We knew what we wanted to kick off. We wanted to kick it off yesterday, but it was delayed, but never denied. But never despise small beginnings, because here's what's going on. We look back and we were looking at old clips. Y'all remember when I was in a corner in a room with a little picture behind me, and I was like caught up in a small back of a room. Then from there, I moved down to the dining room area with the big picture from behind. And then I tried to rearrange it, and I was sitting at the dining room table. And then we moved into another room that had a different setup. And then we're like, no, we want to move it again. We were able to look at all those things, and we were able to see the progression. And you know, there were times that I was like, oh man, I don't want to do this. What does this look like? How can we change this and make this look differently? And then we would watch other newscasts. We would watch other things that were out there. And I was like, y'all, I don't see how we're going to get here. And I said, but it's okay. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And so some of you who may be listening today, you're looking at what you have currently, saying, how do I get to this next step? How do I have 9 products instead of just 2 products? Listen, don't despise your small beginnings. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're passionate about it, stay the course. Stay the course. I think about you, Davia. I think about you, and I think about what you're doing with your videos and where you're going next with your podcast. And I think it's absolutely amazing. And you know, it's hard sometimes to say, okay, am I doing everything right? You're doing everything perfect. And there's others of you that are out here doing some of the same things. And I'm just thinking about how faithful we have to be and just trusting God in everything that He has for us. Never despise small beginnings. So I'm gonna let you in on something, and then we'll get out of here. I'm gonna let you in on something. And today was a little different because I wasn't for sure how this was gonna work, but I'm seeing that it's flowing, so I'm gonna keep on going. I'm so excited, y'all. Again, I'm just so excited. But let me share this with you as well. Y'all remember I told y'all probably about 2 months ago that maybe a month and a half that I sent in a pitch. I sent in a pitch, and I told y'all that I was hesitant on hitting the submit button. I wasn't real sure or anything like that. Well, I knew that on Good Friday, we would learn, those of us who submitted a pitch, if we would receive it or not. And 2 people received it. Now, on Saturday, something happened. I never did see it on Friday. But on Saturday, I learned that I did not get it. Hear me. I did not get it. And I congratulated the 2 people who did. But I did not get it. And I said, man, what can I do? What can I do? How can I do this differently? Well, my family, who is Dominic, Alexander, and Kevin Dudley, said, you don't need them, just do it yourself. And I said, no, I can't do it myself. They're like, yeah, you can do this yourself. You do everything else. And right now you have a production studio, although you're not calling it that, but you can do this yourself. And I said, oh, I don't think so. And then I started thinking, if my family believes in me, I can believe in me too. And I think what I'm saying to all of us, including me, that there are people who have received 100 no's, but they never give up on their dream. They never stop doing what they've been called to do. And if you look at them, it's like powerful. I was watching I don't know which of the Tyler Perry things. This is where they were doing the live show, and he comes out in a baseball hat and a white shirt and jeans. Y'all probably seen this on BET over the weekend. And I paid attention. I paid attention to what to what Tyler Perry said. He talked about how many people told him no. He talked about how he didn't have the money to do what he needed to do. He talked about how so many people closed the doors on him. He talked about everyone who was laughing at him. And he says, but look where he is today. And that was perfect timing, because I won't tell y'all what yet, but on yesterday, he confirmed everything my family had said. And it's sad that it took somebody I don't really know to confirm what my family said. And that is, I am going to do it anyway on my own. So y'all never despise small beginnings. Never, never despise small beginnings. Never despise small beginnings. All right, y'all. So this is the new look for News in Motion. And I hope you have enjoyed the broadcast today. We're going to try to start bringing in other people, hopefully by Friday. But y'all know what I say. First of all, thank y'all. And if there were any technical difficulties, I apologize. We're working some things out. I will go through the chat to see everything that people were putting in the chat. I want to make sure there wasn't a delay, so I will be looking at that as well. And hear me, if we need to change platforms, we'll change platforms. But it seems like this was flowing today, so I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. But y'all know what I say. Y'all stay well. And remember, make some moves. Have a great day.